humblest way that I can say this, you can't compete where you don't compare. Now, I heard this saying from this lady on this video like a few years ago, but she was saying it to her child in reference to her grandchild. Like, you can't compete where you don't compare. Then I'm like, I ain't make the rules, so I know it ain't fair. But no, seriously, when I say like you can't compete where you don't compare, I hear a lot of people talking about chosen this, chosen this, chosen this, chosen that, right? And then I explained before, like everybody is chosen. And when you think about what chosen is and what does it mean to choose, chosen is just like comes up like a derivation of a choice, a generation. You generate choices and you choose actively, consciously. You're making those choices. So the side of the frequency that you fall on, whether it's a high frequency and you're vibrating at a higher altitude, or are you still pulling off these low vibes, like the ick feeling, like, you know what I mean? Just low vibrational, right? But it all comes back to the choice that you made, right? Even if people say, like, oh, the devil tempted me, just remember the devil can only, and that's it. That's it, right? And everything that you do after that whisper. And this is why I say it's very, very important to know yourself. Because if you don't know who you are, how do you know what your own voice sounds like? And you, not this audible voice, this is your avatar's voice. This is this flesh's voice. But what do your inner voice sounds like? Or sound like? I didn't mean to plural that. But what does it sound like? Most don't know, and that's why, like, sometimes like the divine will come and talk to people and people will swear it's the devil just because of what the divine says. You have to look at things just the way that they are. What are you actively choosing? Or have you become a bird in your own life and you just settled and you made a nice little nest in crap because you think that they're all that is? That's still an active choice. You're actively choosing to settle, but that's on you. So don't try to go compare yourself to somebody else who may be vibrating at a higher altitude. You don't know the choices that that person had to make or the sacrifices, right? And everybody has a choice. Just because it's in your face or you see it doesn't mean you have to actively engage to it. I can walk outside right now and see a threesome going down. Don't mean I'm going to engage into it because I see it. I'm actively making that choice to say, the hell? I'm gonna go about my business, right? But I'm only saying this because I've had friends that come to me like, oh, why God always talking to you? And, trying to put my life under a microscope, which I'm an open book. And that's part of the reason why I became an open book. Because when I said I took my shame to the source, everything that made me feel ashamed or less than, or made me uncomfortable in this body that I'm in, took it to the source. So I don't care what nobody else says about me, like, because I know where my connection and my strength come from, right? So, like, and then, like, for example, I have a friend that do nothing but watch like reality TV shows, baddies, and I haven't really watched reality like that, like the TV show, since like Flavor of Love. And how long ago did that come out? Because at a young age, I have enough wisdom to know, like, these are brain rot shows, and nothing against nobody, but if you that's all you watch, that's all you're gonna become. You are what you eat. Remember that, right? You are what you eat, what you consume, whether it's however that consumption take place, you are what you eat. And I like sometimes I'll watch some shows like that, but that's not the only thing I do. And when I be talking to certain friends, like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, watching baddies, watching baddies. Oh, what are you doing? Reading a book? Oh, are you reading a book? Why are you reading a book for? We've been out of school for so long. Is school the only place that you wanted to read? I read before I went to school. Truth be told. Right, what I'm saying? But it goes back to, what do you choose? I don't know, it got hot in that bathroom. I don't know why I keep closing the doors. It's just a habit. No, I'm just kidding. But what was I saying? But it's what you actively choose. And then that's where in the Bible where it comes from, like, what you choose is your God. And I hope that helps somebody. Just know you can't compete where you don't compare. I make the rules, so I know it ain't fair.